welcome back to Sadie's Spincraft. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hope you've all had a fantastic day. Today we are going to change the drum to the 120 TPI, which is fine. And we're going to be doing, once we've changed that, we're going to put this Shetland through on the fine because I want to. Simple as that. So, and not just that, my my place where my doffer goes, the middle bit, it's fair broken. Oh, I need to sort it. So if I can take it off, then I can get it sorted. But if I put my other drum on, at least I've got something to work with. So I've already removed this, and I've already forgotten how it needs to go back on, but I will figure it out. Hello, Tula. Excuse me, little lady. Please don't attack it. I might move for being attacked, or me. Hello, whoever's come in. Can you get off and thank you? Right, put my brew down. So I'm going to angle you down so that I can work on both sides and you can see what's going on. So let me just move some stuff. I've got all my fluff down there. Oh, nearly knocked that off then. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to angle you down so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm doing these two here. Hi, Kay. And there's another two over here that I want to not take off. Or do I? Yeah, I want to remove them because we're putting these ones on. So I need to take them off and save them. So I'm saving them for the other drum. While I'm at this, when I'm changing it all, I am going to add some oil. And we'll get it all oiled up at the same time. Put on a washer. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll just move that back a bit, make it a bit easier. So we've got them out, and I'm going to lift that out if I can. There we go. That's the reason I'm changing it. Look at state. To be fair, that's what needs sorting on this one. Because that is not how it's supposed to be. So there we go. Hi, Michelle. So yeah, we're taking off the 72 and putting on the 120. So before we go any further, I'm just going to get a little cloth so we can give it a clean, because look at the state of that. And add some more oil. Remove. Get fair dirty with your overuse, but I think everything does, doesn't it? So just show you what I'm going to do. I'll just start there a sec. This is my spinning wheel oil. Hi, Spinning Saga. Susan. And that's the tiny little end. If you can see it, try to make it so you can see it against that. And I'm just going to oil in this bit where it all moves. Get me handle. So I want a little bit on there, a little bit on there. I can move freely. There we go. And then I'll do the same on the other side. Don't need a lot, just a little. And then that'll all move around as well. So this needs to go on now so that we can line it up so that it's not too close and not too far away. Ew. So for this, I will use 2 of Hunter's playing cards. Place that in between. So that needs moving back just a little because that's just a bit too tight. And maybe that's because that's dropped forward. Right. There we go. Just going to place these screws in. You silly sausage. No, that's not even straight. Sorry, I'm really struggling with this screw here. I do apologise. Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I know it's just a gimmick, but it's nice to feel appreciated. That's in straight now. So, cards again. And I'm going to align this. What do you want, Hunter?
Hold on. Hi.
There we go. And that's not scraping now. So where's my oil? What's I done with it? It's there.
Oh, it's a little.
I'm just gonna oil
Oh wow,
these bits here.
that's a long tube.
It is.
That could go through my arm. Which would be excruciatingly painful.
Yes.
And probably really bloody.
Right, Hunter, can you go to bed, please?
Okay.
I know they're not to do it, but I just like to keep everything looked after. Right. I think I've remembered how this goes on. So we'll go in over that bit, around that bit, down and over that bit, but I think I'm going to have to do it that way first. And then build that on. There we go. Done. And nice and mucky to go with it. So there's that. I am going to have to clean the drum before I do anything with it. Oh, drum it in my back. So just pull you forward. Hello again. Hi Trish. You all right, my love? Oh, do you know it's hard work. As much as it's not much to do, it's that bang. Kills me every time. It's hard work. And I actually remembered how to put it back on. Like, that is a first. Usually I have to get my piece of paper out and have a look at the picture. So we've got some Shetland that's had a once through. Needs several more because before I found out how to use it, I've obviously gone and done it really quick and it's got loads and loads of neps. So I want to get that sorted. And I've decided that this would be the perfect brown to go with the purple that I've done for the polwarth. And I think it'd go nice in the jumper. You know, like a little pattern across it or somewhere. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I want to incorporate it into the fleece to jumper. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to give the drum a quick clean with my wonderful little brush cleaner. I love this thing. And then get drum carding. Let's enjoy this. So I'm going to bob you down again, because I'm sure you can see little bits of muck here and there. So this is 120 tines per inch. So I mean, it's very fine indeed. I can guarantee I always leave something behind on it. But the last thing I used on here was the white polwarth that I didn't dye and cashmere. So I think it was polwarth and cashmere, but it wasn't the fleece. To come on, Sadie, use your brains. You've got them. Wasn't the fleece to jumper polwarth. It was a different one that I acquired. I think it were a cross. Polwarth. Crossed it. Could have been Gotland. Not sure. So, bob that on there. Make sure it's nice and even, so weird. So you'll see in this, well, you might not, there is a lot of neps, so I'll be picking them out, but I'm hoping, because I think they've only nepped because I went too quick, I'm hoping if I put it through this one, it'll be able to unnep them, if that makes sense. I'm trying to right a wrong that I did with a gorgeous fleece. So it's going to be slow going, but I'm hoping it works. So as we know, as we've learnt, the slower you go with your drum, with spinning, the better quality fibre comes from your fleece. I assumed when I first bought it that it was going to be quicker and easier and da-da-da. Look, pick the neps off. Did you see that? Just picked it off. Get in. Sorry, bit of excitement over that then. Oh, we've got people talking. I shall shut up 1 second. Do the two drums touch, or is there a gap between them? There's a gap between them. I do it 2 kids playing cards thick, or if you want to use your credit card, cash card, because you don't want the tines touching. They do that, and the touching and the rubbing and the bending, and each time, and then they're going to wear down, and then it's going to ruin it. If you're doing art bats, you want it a lot wider, so you can move it a lot further back, and you won't need your packer brush because you'll use your own brush, if that makes sense. I have a general question. Are the darker wools, browns, blacks, morit, etc., coarser than the white, grey wools, or the same breeds, or am I imagining it? So far, I've found that with Shetland, they're all soft. It don't really matter what colour you go for. And Jacob's is amazing. That's the same as well. But in general, I think greys and blacks and browns are meant to be slightly coarser than the white in general. My book's upstairs. I haven't read it for a while. It all depends on the sheep and the person who's breeding it, to be fair, on what micron fibre they're after to be able to sell it at, if that makes any sense. So the people who I got these fleeces off, I got 3 of them. I got a dark brown, a light brown, and a white, and they are all as soft as each other. They're all amazing. But they breed them to be soft because his wife's a spinner as well. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, Marybelle. Right, I'll pop you back down now. I've finished chatting. If there's any more questions come up, I will answer them. So here we go. I hope you can see what's going on down this end. Let's bring you a bit closer and pop you down a bit more. There we go. I'm going slowly because I really, really, really want to try and get as many of the neps out as possible. And they will sit on the top with this one, so I'll just be able to pick them off. But I'm hoping that they actually pick them apart. Which is why I'm going so slow. Makes perfect sense. I had that experience with Corriedale Humbug. The dark brown was crazy coarse. Haven't spun Jacob yet, but on my to-do list. Yeah, Corriedale. See, I find Corriedale coarse anyway. I'm sorry to say. It's a good one to learn with, because it's got a brilliant staple length on it. And it's just, it is good for beginners. But I'm just a snob when it comes to my fibres. A pure snob. If it's not, I've got princess hands, so if it's not soft, I'm not going to use it. And when I've found, especially going through different breeds, I can honestly say I don't like a lot of them. I really don't. I've just started spinning Jacob Humbug. I haven't noticed a difference, but I haven't looked for one. Yeah, you shouldn't really notice much of a Jacobs, especially American Jacobs. American Jacobs is a lot softer than British Jacobs, and they're also a lot smaller than British Jacobs as well. Because ours were bred for the meat and the fleece, and they wanted bigger stock. So ours are a lot bigger than the American one, which was simply bred for its fleece and how fine it is. So that bit needs to come off. And that bit. Oh, we're doing well, because that's what we're coming off the last lot. That is all neps. So I'm hoping to save a lot of it. I understand. I prefer 26 micron and below. Yes, I'm a bit worse than that. I really do prefer my 24s and under. Like I say, I'm a snob. I can't just spin anything. If it don't feel right in my fingers, I can't spin it. It's the reason why I don't like flax. And if anything squeaks, not a chance am I spinning it if it's got a squeak to it. I don't do squeaks. To be fair, I think I'm just a snob, posh snob that can't afford to be a posh snob. I've got dreams, pipe dreams. One day, you never know. Life may change. This is just working out a dream. Like, why didn't I do this earlier? Why has it taken me until today to decide to put my bigger one on? Well, smaller time, closer times, whatever you want to call them. My finer drum. There we go. We got there in end. I do know words, really. I'm just not very good with them. Hi, Tamsin. How are you, darling? Nothing wrong with dreaming. No, you are right about that. In the States, we call that caviar taste in a beer bucket. Yeah, in a way. I wouldn't ever eat caviar though. That's just gross. I'm not a fish egg person. I'm not a anything fish person, really. Tamsin, is there any chance you can email me, sweetheart, because I have lost your email address and it's bugging me, and I need to get hold of you because I want to send this package and I need to make sure it's going to get to you. It's waiting. And I didn't want to send it in January because of all the politics and everything that's going on over in Canada right now. I don't know if it's still going on because I've just completely come off all social media in a way because it's getting depressing. Agree, Saga, there are bats on Etsy. I've been drooling over for months. You see, I'm a bit lucky there, Michelle. I can make whatever bats I want. So I'm a bit lucky that way. But there is some fleece, some full sheep fleeces that, yeah. Yep, I can email. It's easy though, because there's farts in it. And yeah, they've settled a bit, but it's ongoing. Right, not a problem. Cool. Because I really, really, really want to get that sent out to you. It needs doing. Right. Anyway, but there is sheep, full fleeces out there by these wonderful people that breed sheep on these farms called farmers. I forgot what they were called then, could you tell? That have wonderful fleece, and I wouldn't mind getting some more textile this year because that were absolutely stunning stuff last year. And I wouldn't mind because I haven't done it yet, trying a Suffolk, and I know the majority of them are 28 count and above. Well, so far I've been lucky with the fleeces around my area. So yeah. Hi Bears, how you doing, Brenda darling? Things are crazy, you're right. But I didn't want you thinking, Tamsin, that I'd forgotten. I don't like that because I blooming haven't. I've even been wondering whether to just give you your money back because of how weird everything just turned out all of a sudden over Christmas and since. Everything's just going weird. I just want to get it to you or get your money back to you. Either one. It's up to you. And I just couldn't find your email address and it's bugged me. And I don't know why I've not mentioned it when I've been watching your videos. I must have just remembered them for some strange reason. And I do talk a lot of rubbish. Look at me, just rambling for the sake of rambling. I don't know, right. I do believe that there were a shortcut then. Could have been all good, could have been all good. Oh, I do like how it's turning out on this one though. I'll show you the difference because I've got one here. I mean, you can probably see it. Look how uneven It is after one pass on the big drum, which is a 72 TPI. That's why I call it the big drum. And this is the little drum because it's got 122 TPI. Brains are weird for memory. I emailed you. Sound. You're a star. Thank you, Tamsin. We'll get all that sorted out and I'll get it sent on Friday. I can get it over to you. I want you to be able to spin your butts. I think the cat's just caused havoc upstairs. I can hear Hunter laughing. Maybe a little bit of swearing coming from Chris. Oh, I might actually be getting full. Put another one through because I can. Little bits of vegetable matter in there. Really tiny. There is little bits of Kemp as well. They're not the perfect sheep, but they are gorgeously soft. I'd say that the count on these fleece were 24 below. I wouldn't say they were any lower than 22, but they are nice and soft. If I knew how to work it out, I'd get a microscope and I'd figure it out. I'd do stuff like that because that's just like cool. I haven't actually got a new job yet. I finished my training on Friday, and then I'm going to do an advanced training to do the reach forklift, which means I can work in a bigger warehouse that store things on a higher level in skinnier places. If that makes any sense. And it's also a very well-paid job as well. So I'm just doing all the training, and hopefully by mid-April, towards the end of April, I will be in a job that's going to pay me well, and I can still do my lovely spinning and my wonderful YouTube. Not just that, if I get the job I'm after, I'll be working in a fabric mill. So that'll be even better because I'll be working with rolls of fabric, and then bedding and other stuff that they do in craft mill, in fabric mills and stuff. So that'll be cool. That'll be well cool. Yes, this is a natural brown. It's from the Shetland that I got last year. I think I did a video on washing it all and carding some up as well. What?
The torch that I used to
Yeah.
I think he's still up there.
Well, you're going to have to leave it there till tomorrow because I'm not going up now. And I don't want the cat in my room.
Don't worry, I'll open it and close it real quickly.
No, it'll wait till later. You don't need it right now. Good night. Oh no, you'll spend all your money on fabric. Well, I'm hoping not to because I don't really sew or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I do like looking at fabric, and I usually go to my mother-in-law and say, could you make this if I bought that? And she'll say yes or no. And then I usually go from there. I pulled out my microscope so I could look at some of the lichen I collected to make dye with. And now I'm sucked into figuring out other kinds I have found. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Ziggy. Happy Mother's Day, darling. Nice to see everyone here. I'm actually not holding, I'm just guiding. I don't like to hold it down because then it all gets stuck. Honestly, look at in. Right, I'm definitely full because it's not doing that right. Right, so I'll give it a quick go around. And I shall get my buffer. I may have to move you out of the way in a sec for this, but we'll see. No, you're all going to be okay. Yay. Right. So to get this off in one piece, I will need this, and I shall show you why. So I'll just move it this way a little so you can see. So because the tines are so close, it will get stuck in the tines, and there's not a bean you can do about it really other than persevere with it. If it does get stuck, which it will, because they are very fine. You can see it here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to use that just to lift it out and put it back down. Same as over here, just use this to pick it up and place it back down. It's actually not a lot, because it's the little tines, it looks a lot. I didn't want that. Thank you, Hannah, Ziggy Hannah, my love. Now I'm curious to take a look at some of the different kinds of wool I have up close. Do it! You'll be able to see the amazing world of microns. So this is why I like the back of my drum carder. I don't know if this is what you're meant to use it for, but I like to get out of it and pull it down against this back bit because it seems to just pull off in a nicer way. I can see there's a little bit over here. I'm just gonna pull it out. It's not even that much, so I'm just gonna wow, take it off. This is coming off absolutely amazingly. Watch this, I've spoken too early. Yeah, I spoke too early. I don't know what that is, but it can come off. and then we're off. Look at that, right? So I'm going to show you the difference between first pass on big drum, second pass. So this is the second pass. That one. That's your second pass, and that's your first pass. Look at the difference. Like, wow. So pretty. Oh, now I've got that stuck on there. Oops. So, yeah. How pretty is that? It does sound like fun, doesn't it, Spinning Saga? Well, I'm Hannah, my dog Siggy, but the username was easy to remember. That's fair enough. When I made my account, I never expected to be in chats. Missed the first part. What you carding up? It's Shetland, my love. In a lot of these, there is a lot of neps because I've learned since I did this. I've learned a lot. And I'm just trying to sort it out so it don't have as many neps in it. And to be fair, this wonderful drum here is helping loads because it's actually teasing open neps that didn't need to be neps because I went too quick and knotted them like you do with hair. And that's not the way to do it. It is much nicer second time through. So that one will not need another pass, I don't believe. So I'm going to wrap this one up and put it with its friend. In the bag of finished. So that's where it goes when it's all done. Into the bag of finished. These bags don't half come in handy, you know, that you get your yarn in from Wool Warehouse. Right, let's move you back so you can see what's going on around here. Hi, Barbara. Oh, we'll have to rewatch later to catch up. Might have impulse bought a classic carder secondhand and a bargain. Been enjoying it so far. Good lass. You'll no. Mine's a classic, really. By it's a classic carder by Paul Britton. So this one's by Paul Britton, and it's actually signed underneath. Watching you on mute right now. NASCAR is on. Cool. We like a bit of NASCAR. Well, I'm filthy from changing this drum carder. Look at all that. I don't know. Oil is a wonderful thing. But yeah, I absolutely love my classic carder. I don't think the only thing I'd change on here are these, and I'd change them to metal. And that is the only thing I would change. And that's just because me personally, I'm too rough on the wood. It's not anything personal against the maker. It's just me as a person. I'm a bit too rough. A lot of people, if I had one of the hook ones, so with this one, it's a straight one, but if I hooked that over and had it so that it hooked in, I don't think I'd actually ruin it as much. I'm not saying I wouldn't ruin it, just saying not as quick or not as much. Right, see that? That's a nep. That sat on top. That's gone in. And I don't want that to go in. So I've removed it. This little tool is amazing. I love it for my drum carder. Absolutely love it. And you get a set of three for something like £8-9. Best buy I've ever done. Oh, is that in there as well? A little bit just there. And that bit. There we go. Love it. Don't know why you sat on top, but you're coming off if you sat on top. You seen them on eBay? Get them. If you can get them cheaper than £8, I got mine off Amazon because I'm just lazy. I don't like eBay. You've got to search for stuff. I'm not into that. If I know where I can get it nice and cheap, or cheap enough, I can't say Amazon's cheap at all because it's not. None of that is useful. Like this, have you seen all those nets? I don't know if you can see them. Let's open it up a bit more. See if I can get, look, there we go. You see all them nets? Right, look at that and that. Some of this fleece I've proper ruined, but I've learned a lesson. Shan't do it again. So yeah, I'm having to proper go through it all. Ruined my fleece. I urge anyone who spends plenty on a nice soft fleece, just take your time with it. Don't try and rush it. Just enjoy it. If it takes you a year to go through it and prep it and get it ready and spin it and use it, then it takes you a year. Don't ruin it. Don't try and rush it. I mean, fair enough. If you send it to a mill, that's different. If they ruin it, you can sue them. More joking. You don't have to do that. But yeah, I'm angry at myself for what I've done to this. Thought from a cardi you got really unorganised fibre. It turns out I bought some rubbish roving. It was all bitty and neppy. Oh, I've done that before and it could really be the way they've washed it. It could be second cuts. So I know this fleece had a lot of second cuts as well, and I was lazy throughout the whole process. And I'm quite shocked at myself actually. I think I was just trying to get production done, you know, need to get this done, need to get that done, and I didn't go through it properly. So I've said to myself, I'm just going to slow down with it all. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to pace myself because I'm just ruining stuff. And there's no point in spending money on something to just ruin it. And it's the same as what I found with my tools. If I slow down and look after them, they're looking after what I'm processing as well, if that makes sense. You are keeping them slightly to the top, aren't you? Okay. Put one there. Yay, it does work. Yeah, I'm able to find them if I keep an eye on it properly. And it's not as bad as I was expecting. It's really not. And it came off lovely as well. Yeah, your carder, all depends on how you use it. You can make it go here, there, and everywhere, but it will mainly go in straight lines. You can take roving off this and it'll be semi comb top, but not quite, because obviously you've done it off here, so it's classed as a roving. But all things are going the same direction. At least you learned now from the experience. That is very true. I learned from your last carding vid when you said rubbish in, rubbish out. Yep. And to take your time, as it's not as quick as you think, and it all worked out when I carded up my lamb's wool. Yep, exactly. Spun up lovely. I'm so glad. But like I said, I've only figured this out in when did I watch something? I think just after Christmas, I'd say January, late January, early February is when I watched it. And honestly, I'll have to find the lady that I watched, and the way she explained stuff and the way she showed it were amazing. And you know what? It made things click in place, and it just went, I was like, wow, that explains so much. So yeah, I'm learning to just be patient, slow down, take your time, because the prep is everything. Everything. Because once you start spinning, if you've got a crappy prep, you've got a crappy yarn, to be fair. If you've got a fantastic prep, you get a fantastic yarn. Hunter, it's 10:15, my darling. It is time for bed.
I accidentally dropped this in the water, but it still works.
Right, wonderful.
So I think it's waterproof.
More than likely, it's a fan. Right.
I used an axe.
You did. Now go. Bed. Thank you. So I've been on nearly an hour. I am gonna make a move in just a sec. And with you sharing that bit of knowledge we have learned too. Thank you, Bird. When I learn, you learn. Because I get excited about what I've learnt, and I get excited about what I want to show you.
Can I stay here to say goodbye?
I suppose so. So I hope it all helps. I will find her at some point, so that, can you turn that off, please? Otherwise, no, you won't say goodnight with me. So yeah, now he's put me off. I will find the video and I will link it below. Because she was just so calm, and yeah, it just all made sense. It all clicked and it was just perfect. So, I am starting to enjoy stuff again. I think it's because I'm not thinking production style as well, which is all good. So no matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night time, we want you to do what you love doing. See y'all again next Sunday. Round about the same time. Sorry I was late today. It was, we had tab issues because it wasn't working properly. And then I had to get stuff ready. And it's been Mother's Day. And it's been crazy. And if you get that stuck in my hair, boy, I am going to go scatter.
No, I'm going to cool you down.
I don't need cooling down. Thank you.
Right.
Right. Love you all so much. Take care. And I'll see you all again soon.
I hope you have the best lives of your life.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Okay, cool.